Okay. Alright. I am finally live. Now, after all these tech problems, let me let my peeps know that I'm live now. Woohoo! After I marketed this out all over the place. And now, I finally get on. It's only 30 minutes late, but hey, I finally made it. Okay. So, let me go ahead and send out some quick marketing to let people know that I am finally on, and we will get going. Alright, so let's do this real quick. I want to share this out, so I'm going to go on Facebook real quick and share this. So bear with me, folks, the whole two people that I have on here right now, and we will get going. Alright, except the thumbnail is wrong, but that's okay. Not a problem. It is what it is. I'm just glad to finally be live. Alright, and let's share this out one other place, and we will get going. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm good. Okay, so hi Sarah, hi Nanette. You two might be the only one watching me this whole time, but I appreciate you being on. So, awesome. And let's see, we have a chat now, so I'm going to size my windows here so I can still see the chat. And then we'll be good to go. Oh no! Alright, Becca's here. Awesome. Thanks for joining, Becca. I appreciate it. So I've got 3 people on now. Awesome. I'm excited. I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do is I am going to set myself up over here so I can see the chat. It's all a learning experience, folks. Alright. And we need to turn that down. Okay. Alright, good deal. I am finally going to get going. So, okay, so, I think, yeah, Nanette and Becca, Musical Roadmaps, you guys were here last week, so you knew what I was doing here in Dungeon Alchemist. So, I'm recreating a map from a classic D&D module from the 1980s called The Lost City. Now, last week, I was working on this room, and I decided to change it, where I'm not going to have it be I was going to make it like some kind of a priest room or something like that, but I think I'm going to go back to what the module actually says, and it's supposed to be a treasure room, because here's where I can have some fun. So last week I had a whole bunch of spiders and things in there, but Dungeon Alchemist has a whole bunch of treasure things I can put in here, so we're going to have some fun with this. So I'm going to put in a chest right here, and we're going to copy that, put that in here, and then actually let me move that over here because there's supposed to be a door in that corner. So I'm going to move these little clay pots over here, get those over here, and then real quick before I start putting in a whole bunch of treasure, let me get my door in there. So I'm going to put my door right here. Maybe. Dungeon Alchemist, well, there we go. Okay, so there's my door. Let's go back to the treasure, and let's see, what is this thing? An arc. I'm going to put another. Nah, it doesn't look right for a ancient pyramid chest. This does, though. Let's put that there. And then let's put this in here. We're going to shrink these down, make them different sizes. And let's put that there. I've got this door here. Looks like it was busted down, like thieves broke in and stole the treasures, which I think is kind of cool. And then what's really cool is that we just got some treasure coins we can just put right here, which is pretty awesome. So I could put that there. I wonder if I could shrink that down. Oh, look at that. I can shrink that down. Cool. Let's put that there so it kind of blends in together. Put another one right there. And there we go. Let's put one there. We can rotate that one a little bit so it doesn't look too much the same. Okay. Awesome. And then let's see what other treasure stuff we have here. Oh, we can put some little sapphires there. Don't know who would be irresponsible enough. And, well, you know, now that I think about it, if thieves broke in and stole this treasure, why is there still treasure lying there? Maybe they just couldn't take it. They got their pouches all full. We'll go with that. All right. And, okay. And then we can put like a little chalice cup in here. Let's have it sitting on top of the chest. That looks pretty cool. Imperial orb. Let's put that there. That looks pretty cool too. And then, what do we got here? Pedestal with treasure. Pedestal with treasure. Oh, a little scepter. A little scepter laying there on that chest too. That looks pretty cool. And then I wonder if we can do a little painting here. Okay. You know what? I am going to do a portrait, a picture, because I want to show you guys something that is really, really cool if I can remember. Oh, because I need to go under... Nope, that's right. What was it called? Painting, portrait? There's something here that's really cool that I want to show. So let's take a look. Where was it? Decoration? Maybe under decoration. Paintings. Here we go. So here's one thing that's really cool with Dungeon Alchemist. Wait until you guys see this. This is really cool. So I could put this painting here, and if I click on this little dot here, I can go to pictures, and let's say I want to use saved pictures. Nope, nothing in saved pictures. Apparently I don't have any pictures on my computer. Well, that's ridiculous. So let's say I just want to use, I've got this painting there, but I'm just going to go with this Heart of the Andes. So I can select that, and this is not an image file. Okay, this is making a liar out of me. There we go. So you can actually, any image that you have on your computer, this is pretty cool, you can put in the picture frame, which is pretty awesome. I wish I had some more pictures on here I could show you. Maybe I can put this one in here of some lovely lass. Maybe I can change it to this one. Looks like some monk or somebody there. So that's actually pretty cool that you can change the pictures and the portraits like that. I think that's pretty awesome. Okay. Before I mess up my desk here, let me put my drink on a coaster. Okay. So I'm going to go to a different room now. And this is actually where I left off last week, was I had built these rooms here. And let's take a look over here at the key. Well, you guys can't see it, but I can. So number 9 is this room right here. So I'm going to look at the key and see what number 9 is supposed to be. So this is the abandoned priest quarters. So it says the room contains an old bed, writing table, chair, and a chest. From the looks of the furniture, the quarters have been long abandoned. And, alright, so this room contains an old bed, writing table, chair, and a chest. And, alright, well that looks very similar to number 4 that I did last week. Yep, okay, so it's pretty much the same thing. Well, if that's the case, it's going to be pretty much the same thing, then this is what I could do. Instead of having to recreate the furniture in here, I'm just going to go right here and just duplicate this and maybe just put this right there. Let me duplicate this old desk I put in this room from last week. So maybe we can put that right there. It's a smaller room, so we're having a little bit of trouble fitting stuff in there, but I can work with that in just a little bit. So let's put that there. And here's the cool thing. So I come over here, and let's say maybe this is a smaller bed. So I could just shrink this bed down maybe. And it needs some room to rotate. So let's just put the bed there. Maybe I can shrink this desk down a little bit. And let's see if it gives me some more room to rotate it a little bit. And then I just have that smash desk in there, so that way I didn't have to duplicate anything from last week. Okay, so then looking at number 10, then, because I want to put some decorations in here. Number 10 is right below it, so let's see what the key says number 10 is. Okay, pretty much the same thing. So this, I can speed this up then. We're just going to put this bed maybe, and let's just put it there. We'll put another desk maybe right here, and let's just duplicate this writing desk, and we'll just put that there, and then that'll speed that up a little bit. Okay, and then now let's go to, we're going to go to number 11, and that is right below the room I just messed with. And this is supposed to have 3 double bunk beds. So I don't know if there's bunk beds in Dungeon Alchemist, but we're going to find out. So let's go back to our objects, and let's just go to bed, see if we have any kind of bunk here. Okay, and well, it says I was up at 6 people and now I'm back down to 3. Well, that kind of depresses me a little bit. Alright, so let's put this in here, like a little sleeping pallet. And I wonder if I can put another one in here. Can I put it on top? Well, it says they're supposed to be bunk beds, but that's not much of a bunk bed. Unless they're just really tiny and you can sleep in there. Well, you know what I think we're going to do is we're just going to put them like that. And, or maybe, we could just do that. And let's see if we can fit 3 of them in here. And, yep, and then we can do this, and that way we can fit 3 in there. Okay, then let's see what else is supposed to be in this room. Just people talking, like crazy people talking, so I'm not going to worry about that for the time being. Okay, so let's go then with the room right below that one. It's number 12. And oh, there's a statue outside, like right here. Okay, let's just put a statue there real quick. And let's go with well, I don't want a lion statue. Let's put this right here. Little headless statue. Maybe something happened to it. Okay, I need to get rid of this door here, because that was not supposed to be there. So we're going to get rid of that door. Okay, let's see what's in this room. And pretty much the same thing that was in this room. So I'm just going to duplicate these, and I can just duplicate that, and then maybe we can put another one right there. Okay, so now that I've got this done, if this is supposed to be like an ancient pyramid, then we probably need some, let's put some cobwebs in here. So I'm just going to try to go very quickly through here and just put some webs in. So let's see what we have here. And doesn't like the webs there. And can I make these any bigger? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's just see what kind of webs we have. Why they don't like that corner, I don't have any idea. Or that wall, rather. I'm not really convinced with those webs. You know, I think I'm just going to not go with the webs for right now. I think that's something I'm just going to put in, like use Photoshop and put that in post-production. So I'm not going to worry about that for right now. But we do need some lights in here. So let's go with a torch. Alright. And we're going to put torch right there, but since it's supposed to be an ancient pyramid, we're going to have those out. There we go. And I'm just going to duplicate that just right along the wall here. Kind of like that. And I think, let me go back to my map. There is not supposed to be a wall right here, so I need to get rid of that wall. So I'm going to click right here and see if I can get rid of that wall. That wall is actually supposed to be there. I'm just going to undo this. Okay, there we go. There we go. That wall and that wall, because it's supposed to be able to come around there. So now I'm just going to go back to my torches here. And I just want to put those, you know, every so often, just along the walls. And okay. Let's put that right there. Let's see if we can duplicate that there. And duplicate that there like that. Okay. I'm good with that. And I think I'm going to save that for another time because I really want to build another map here. So I'm going to save this. And then I'm going to show this other map here. And the stairs for this one are supposed to be right there, coming down. So I'm going to do a new map, but this one is a little bit bigger. So let me see how many squares I actually need to have here. Let's take a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I'm getting old. Let's try here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 by 20, because I can tell it's a square. So let's do a new one. Let's do it 22 by 22, because there's squares on either side. And nope, I don't want that. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, so let's start up in the very beginning. And we're going to start with room number that looks like 13. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I just remembered these are actually 10 feet on the blue part here. And I need to make this in Dungeon Alchemist. These are 5 feet squares. So I messed up. So it actually would be 44 by 44. Okay, so let's try this again. That's 22 by 22. I'm this bad at math. How many would that be then? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should be 44 because it's being doubled. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so we're going to go with, still with the castle, which is what I used last week. And let's just go with the hallway. I'm going to turn the AI off. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Because X is going to be an 8 by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Now, here's what's really cool with Dungeon Alchemist, and I should have remembered this last week. This little tip. If you want to get rid of windows very quickly, you don't have to do them one by one. What you actually do is find yourself a half wall, which I'm going to do here. Change it like that, and then you're going to change it back to a full wall, and that gets rid of all of your windows for you, which is pretty handy. I just need to get rid of my door here, because I don't want that door. And now this is going to be interesting, because this is a diagonal passageway, and you can't do diagonals in Dungeon Alchemist. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to leave that passageway alone for the time being, and I'll come back to it, and I'll build the rooms around there and then figure out how to connect it, since I can't do diagonal passageways. Okay. Just so I know that I still have people out there, could somebody just say hi in the chat? That'd be really awesome. I see I've got 4 people on here. Hi. All right. Thank you. Awesome. Just want to make sure I still have people, watching me. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. And all right. So let's go ahead and go with that room that is to the right there. So on the screen it's showing us a 2 by 3, but these are 10-foot squares in this blue and white map. So I need to, and in Dungeon Alchemist, those are 5 squares. Thank you, Becca. I appreciate that. I appreciate you listening in. So I need to make that. I need to skip 2 squares. Let me get back to my room here. Go with my hallway. And then Jared last week had asked a question if there was a way to set a default wall and use that all the time when you're drawing. I checked with the folks in the Dungeon Alchemist Discord, and actually there is not a way to set a default wall. However, they have a system in place where you can you can request features, and then all of us can vote on them, and the ones that get the most vote, those are the ones that go to the top of the list. So that one is headed towards the top of the list. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this done here. So it's 2 by 3, which means it's actually going to be a 4 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let me come back over and get my ancient wall. Oops, I need to get rid of my windows first. So let me do my half wall first to get rid of my windows, and then go to my ancient wall. And then there we go. And that door is not exactly in the right spot, and I don't particularly care for that door anyway, but for the time being, I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, and then I now need to go up 4 squares. Alright, because this is a passageway here, and it is going to be 2, 3, 4. There we go. And I got another hallway here, but last week I found out that I had a hard time when I tried to draw these all at once. I had a very hard time with it, so I'm just going to do it one at a time. So now I have, I don't want that door there. Go away, door. And I need to change my walls again. So, did I do half wall? There we go. Half wall. Let's go back to my ancient wall. Actually, I have several ancient walls. I like this one better. Yeah, let's go with those. That looks a lot better. Let's change it on the outside too. Yep. Okay. All right. So then I need to make it. Oh, I also did check with them to see if you could put a doorway in between grids, like grid squares, like right here on this line. No, you can't do that right now. That's something they're looking at doing later on. But for right now, doors have to go onto one square, which is kind of sucks. All right. So one, two, three, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is actually 18. Okay, in my world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think that's what I said, 18. We're going to find out. Alright, so let me do my half wall here so we can get rid of these windows. And then I'm going to go back to my ancient wall, this one here. Alright, and then there is supposed to be a passageway here. It's showing just one square there, which is going to be 4 squares here. Alright, and let me do my trick again to get rid of my windows. And then let's go back up here, get rid of that. And there is not supposed to be a doorway or a wall there. So let's go ahead and get rid of that doorway. And let's go ahead and get rid of the walls. Right here and right here. Okay. Notice I haven't changed my flooring either. What was the flooring I used last week that I really, really liked? No, it was stone flooring. And it was... There was one I really, really liked. Oh, Stone Temple. That's what I liked. There we go. Let's change these. Okay, so we're changing that there, changing that there. Okay, we're good to go. Got it. Okay, so there's supposed to be a room in here. It looks like it is 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 8 by 6, actually, in my world. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and again, using my trick to get rid of the windows, it's going to be the half wall, and then we're going to come back up to my ancient, get rid of that. My flooring is still here. There we go. Dungeon Alchemist likes to put doors in where I don't want doors, so we're going to get rid of that, and there we go. And, alright, let's stop here for a second. Let's just see what's supposed to be in this room. So that is room number, looks like 20. Okay. And, hang on, I gotta scroll down here to see what's in room number 20. This room looks like a ruined chapel that has been looted and deliberately wrecked. The stone altar has been smashed and no ceremonial equipment can be seen. Okay, and the word Zargon has been scrawled on one wall in large letters. Okay, so if this is supposed to look like a chapel of some kind, that works perfect for the objects in Dungeon Alchemist. So, alright. And Bella is on. So, hello Bella, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. And this is going to be really cool here because Dungeon Alchemist has a lot of really cool... They've recently added some smashed object types. And as we saw last week, there was an altar. So, in fact, it's right here. So we can put this altar right here, but I'm going to turn off the collision So it can go right here, and I think I want this altar to be bigger. Let's see how much bigger that altar is. Let's take a look here. That's a pretty big altar. That's too big. Okay, let's shrink that down, back down a little bit. Okay, and let's see what other stuff we can put in here. It's supposed to be ruin stuff. Let's take a look here. That's kind of Celtic looking for an ancient pyramid, but I'm going to go with it. I'm okay with that. And what else could make it look like a ruined chapel? Broken font that still has water in it. Okay. Maybe this can go on the... Oh, forgot to turn my collision off. Let's turn the collision back on. There we go. Not really feeling it with the ancient temple vibe, but I'm just going to go with it. Just so I can have some decorations in here. Alright, let's see what else we have. I think I'll go ahead and put this in, but this needs to be shrunk down a little bit. Let's see what we got. That looks good. Okay, what other ruined stuff do we have in here? Ruined staircases, broken statues. What if this was on top of the statue? Okay, it's not going to go on top of the altar, rather. Okay, it's not going to go there. Alright, we won't worry about that then. Let's just see what other ruined stuff we have. Oop, that is a giant table. What if we put it like... and shrunk that down a little bit? Yeah, let's put that like that. Okay, that looks good. Broken throne, broken throne, broken urn. Oh, that might look kind of cool. If we take this and put that there, maybe rotated this around a little bit, put that one there, and then what if we just had a whole bunch of fonts here and we just put them like that? Okay, that looks kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and save this before I lose all my hard work. And this is tier number 3. Okay. And, alright, let's just see what other ruined stuff we have here. Another ruined altar. Ruined paintings. Ruined stone platform. Ruined stone platform. Huh. Okay, that's got me thinking here. That won't go up against the walls there, though, but it's alright. We still got some more room here, so let's flip around. I wonder if this will fit the jungle vibe. Not really, but you know what? I'm okay with it. Now that's a platform, so maybe we can put some statues on top of that. Oh, ruined walls here. That's pretty cool. Got all kinds of ruined walls. Okay. Candelabra, candelabra, rusty candelabra, rusty candelabra. Okay, some ruined stairs. Alright, let's go with statue. Maybe we can put statues on top of these platforms as they wouldn't go on top of the altar. Maybe I just need to type in statue. Let's go with that. And see if we can find the broken statues. That would be pretty cool. Okay, yeah, that'll go on top of there, but it needs to be shrunk down. That's too big. Okay, let's turn collision off so I can move that a little bit more. And then what if we... oh, what the heck, let's just duplicate it. Okay, let's turn collision back on. Alright. That looks interesting. I could probably go in Photoshop and make the floor look like it's dust covered. I could probably do that with this whole map. Just make it look like it's dust covered. That would be a problem. Okay, so that's cool. We've got that room there. So let's go back and look at our map and see what's supposed to be happening here. Alright, so there's something else that's supposed to be in this room though. Let me take a look here. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. According to the map on the screen, at the bottom of this room there is supposed to be like a floor that's hinged down to go to the next level. If that's the case, then this is why I probably need to fully read the descriptions of the room before I start messing around with it. Is that a table in the middle? Yeah. You think it should be bigger? Because let me show you what happens when I made it bigger. It got like really big. I mean, it's huge. So that's why I did. And keep in mind that each square is 5 feet. So if I straighten this up here, you know, that's an almost 10-foot long table. So that's a pretty big table, just as it is. But good question. Okay, so I'm gonna move this table. Let's put the altar right here now. If this floor is supposed to be hinged right here, so that you can go down there, then I guess I need to get this stuff out of the way. Maybe? Well, now I'm doubting myself. Maybe it's like hidden where, you know, they don't know that it's there. It's just supposed to be hinged to go down. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the altar here. Okay, let's turn collision back on. Let's put these like maybe like right here, maybe? The font can go right there. This table could go here, perhaps. Turn it a little bit. And now I don't like these. So now I'm going to get rid of them. And maybe, instead of having those platforms there now, and notice one thing with Dungeon Alchemist, this is pretty cool, that when you put something on top of something else, you can move both of them together, which is pretty awesome. So you don't have to spend time trying to get it back again the way you had it, which I like. Alright, and maybe we space this out just a little bit more. And how's that looking? Maybe turn that table back this way just a little bit. Okay, so this section of the floor here is supposed to be hinged. According to the description, that's supposed to go down. So we're just going to leave that like that for the time being. And let's find some more torches. Or lanterns, maybe. Let's see what happens if I type in lantern. Let me get a jack-o'-lantern. That would be pretty weird, wouldn't it? Come inside this pyramid, find a jack-o'-lantern there. That would be pretty crazy. Bullseye lantern. Oil lamp. Can I turn the flame? Oh, I can turn the flame off. Good. Okay, it is not letting me put anything on top of this altar, and I don't understand. Guess it's because it's supposed to be a ruined altar? Is that why? Don't like that. Alright, I'm just going to go back to my tried and true torches. Alright, so let's just put this one here, turn that off. Maybe put... I could just duplicate it rather than mess with it. So, there we go. Okay. And then maybe some more torches over here. And then maybe another one right there. And then another one over here by the entrance to the room. Because every entrance to a scary pyramid needs to have 2 torches on either side of the doorway. That's a rule. True story, look it up. Alright, and maybe we put one here and then one right there. Okay, so I think this is going to be it for this room. Now that I've actually read the description and paid attention to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip back over to our map. And we're going to come back out here. Now this is going to be interesting because there's a circular room coming up. And need to figure out how this is going to work. So there's supposed to be a 10-foot space right here, which means there's a hallway that's supposed to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, 7, which is 14 in my world. Alright, so, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's supposed to be 10 foot wide. Now the way to know that if I really did this right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and let me check here, 1, 2, 3, wow, I actually did it right. Alright, so let me change my walls again, using my trick of the half walls to get rid of the windows. Go back to my ancient temple walls, and yeah, we'll stick with this. Again, not liking that door there, so we're going to get rid of that door. In fact, there's not even supposed to be walls there according to the map, so let's just get rid of the walls. Okay, now this is going to be what's interesting about this spot here. We're going to get rid of these walls, get rid of these walls. There is supposed to be a circular room right here. I'm not going to draw the circular room quite yet because I want to get all the passageways and things coming around it. So I have some parameters on how I'm going to actually build a circular room. So let's look here at inside of the circular room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I'm actually going to put those walls back there so I have a reference. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And just in case anybody is wondering who was trying to get on the stream before and why it didn't work, if you ever do a YouTube live stream, here's what you should not do. When you're setting them up, don't make them private, because when you're private, when your YouTube live streams are private and people are trying to log on to them, they're just going to get a screen that says this video is private or this live stream is private. So I learned my lesson, so hopefully this won't happen next time. Okay, so we're going to get rid of these windows here. Let's go back to putting my walls in. And so we're going to get rid of this door, and we're going to get rid of this door. I want that wall there because that needs to be another reference for me. Okay, so then in the center here, which is, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside that circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then right here, 1, 2. Okay, this is right. Got another passageway coming off, so I'm going to draw a passageway to the right and then draw that passageway to the left and the one down, and that should give me my points of reference for making my circular room here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then all right, hang on one second here. Okay. So that's 3 to the right. So this is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Here we go. Now we need to do our other trick. Our trick again of getting rid of the windows using our half wall trick. Let's go back to our ancient walls Let's get rid of that door there. Let's get rid of the door here. All right. Ben just joined. Hello, Ben. Long time no talk. Ben was a player in a previous D&D game that I had going, and Ben used to give me a lot of trouble in these D&D games because he really knew the mechanics and knew how to use spells to their full effect. So, a lot of good times, lots of memories. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and yeah, Ben, you did give me a lot of trouble. 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, and I just realized that I am a big moron. That these actually would not be here because this is where my circular room is supposed to be. So I need to, that's probably, okay, if it's a perfect circle, then it's, okay, this makes sense. Okay, I've got this. All right, just had to stop and think about it for a little bit. So this is my inner, this is right here, it's the center of my circular room. Okay, so, I need to go out 1, 2, 3, 4. Now draw the room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That makes more sense now. Because I was doing this and I'm like, this is just not looking right for some reason. And why is this not looking right? And I just figured it out. Okay, so let's get rid of the rooms here. Or the windows rather. And let's put my ancient, no, I like this one better, back in, ancient walls back in, and then we're going to get rid of this door. Okay, so this is what I was trying to do. This is where my circular room is going to be. I was making this passageway here way too close, and I wasn't giving myself room to make my circular room. I hope that made sense the way I described that. Now, going on the left side of that circular room, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's actually going to be 7. But I got to make my space first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Yep, that's right. Okay. No, don't draw a room there. I didn't tell you to draw a room there. Okay, let's do our half wall again. Boom. And let's put our regular walls back in there. Let's go back up here. And there we go. And not sure if that door is going to be there, but I'm getting rid of it for the time being. Okay, now here's the problem with the circular walls, because you can't draw a circular room yet. Or, yeah, circular room, not circular walls. But I'm not sure if the placeable walls they have fit this theme. So I'm going to have to take a look and see how it looks. So wall. Let's come down here. I'm trying to remember how that works. If it was an object. Oh, check it out. They saved me some trouble. They created some round walls. I think I might cry. Okay. So let's see what this looks like. Except I can't place them. They have to be placed in a room. Okay. No problem. I think I've got this. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and create, I got rid of it. Let's go ahead and create the room here. Because what I could do now is, I think, if I'm thinking correctly, I can get rid of these walls. Okay, done. Let's just try this here and see if it works. Let's go back to my objects. Let's go back to my circular walls. Now I need to make it bigger. That's way too big, but that's how I need it to connect. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, yeah. Huh. Okay. That doesn't look right. Okay. Plan B. Let's just come back down here and look at walls. Yeah, see, here's the wall that I was thinking. Like, you can put these in, and then what a lot of people have been doing is just making, like duplicating them and just putting them like this. And that's how they've been making circular rooms, like that. Now that was my original intention, but I need walls that fit. Try a half-height curve, maybe? Ooh! Jolyn, that actually might be a good idea. Is there a half-height curve? I didn't pay attention to see if there was. I don't think there's a half-height curve, though. Let's just do half and see what we have. Now, technically, this is going to be from overhead, right? So, does it really matter that it's that much bigger? So maybe then I just go back to, yeah, look in the curve walls. Oh, so if I type in curve wall, is that how I would find it? Oh, I see what you're saying. There was a half height one. You're right. Okay, I think I missed that. Okay, so then what I need to do is let me just go back to wall. Let's see if that helps me out. Well, shoot, how did I find it before? Oh, duh, postal. Okay. Maybe is it the new? I mean, I found it before, so I know it's in here. Just wish I would have paid attention what it was called. Oh, it's in the objects, that's why. Duh. Round wall 3x3, 2x2. Okay, you know what? I mean, this could still possibly work. You know, you just got to go with what works, right? So let's see what I can do with this. So what if... Let me think here. Oh, no, get back. Nope, that's not going to work. Bring the one wall. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is that maybe what I do is... Let's get rid of... No, not that one. Come back. Thank you. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this. And let's go ahead and get rid of these. Okay. And then what I'm thinking is, maybe Jolyn, you're kind of thinking the same thing I am. That maybe I just go ahead and bring it like this. Get rid of these walls. Let me go back up to my ancient walls. Okay, let's edit a room. Now I've completely forgotten how to change all the walls inside a room. There it is. Is this it? Change all the walls inside a room. Okay, so let me click this. There we go. Had a brain lapse there for a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely fudging a little bit, but it's definitely looking like it's working. So then I just need to go back to my objects and see if I can find... I wish I had a scroll bar here, instead of me just having to scroll my wheel. Because having to scroll the wheel just gets really, really tedious. Okay, where did I find... Because I'm trying to figure out how I put just a single wall there that matches the ancient temple. It was here. Thought I saw it. I'm sure the more I get to play around with Dungeon Alchemist, the better I'll get at it. It's a little frustrating right now. Or... Oh, just the settings so the scroll wheel moves to the window faster. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Oh, scroll wheel sensitivity? Let's try that. Let's see what that does. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. See, this is why I wanted people watching, so I could learn as well. This is more about me learning than actually teaching. Okay, so we're gonna fudge here again. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make a... I think Dungeon Alchemist knew what I was trying to do. And it said nope. Oh, that's funny. If I do it this way, is it still going to get rid of that? Yep. Alright. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, Ben, you did DM for me one time. It was a lot of fun. Okay. We're going to figure this out, folks. Okay, so I'm going to... Let's go back here. And... Place that. Replace... Oh, it's already replaced on the outside. Good deal. And then what I'm going to do is... Boom, boom, boom. Now, the trick is, can my wall thing work here that I wanted to do? So, where's my curved walls? Am I going the right direction? See, here's my ancient... Oh, that's what I should have done, was just place that wall. Well, now I'm just going to undo everything and see if that works. Unfortunately, Ben, in Dungeon Alchemist, you cannot make, you can't make curved walls yet, that's what I'm trying to do here, is or curved rooms rather. So that's why I'm trying to fudge a little bit to get this to work. So I'm thinking what I could do is take this, put it here. Ah, see, there we go. Now it didn't get rid of my round wall, which, okay, I'm happy with now. Now, looking at that curved wall, I'll bet if I had just made it smaller than what I was trying to do, it probably would have worked. But what it's supposed to be here, according to the description of the module, it's supposed to be like a rotating circular hallway. And so you're supposed to go into, if you look on the screen, and that's why those arrows are there, you're supposed to go into the hallway, there's supposed to be buttons there, and when you push the right buttons, then it orients the hallway either north and south and left and right, so you can go either direction. That's why I was trying to get the curved walls in there. But I think I'm going to have to fudge it like this to get it to work. Now, the good thing is that, yeah, kind of a turntable puzzle. Yep, kind of, sort of. So there's supposed to be a way that you can actually get rid of the tiles. I'm trying to see if I can remember how to do that. Well, that just, okay, it put in, but it put the walls there. I did it before, but I'm trying to remember how to get rid of the floor tiles. How that worked. Because that removes rooms. But it keeps putting my walls back there. Okay. I'm probably going to spend the rest of the stream here trying to figure this out. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. And then I can take... Dun, dun, dun. And then... maybe I can... Got to be very careful here because I'm just afraid if I get up here that Dungeon Alchemist is going to take away my curved walls. So I think I need to be very careful here. What happens if I do this? Is it going to take away my curved wall? Well, that's interesting. Okay. I was positive it was going to take away my curved wall, and it didn't do it. So that makes me happy. So let's go back down here to wall. And let's check this out. Let's see if it's going to take my curved wall. No? Since my curved wall is technically an object. Whoa! Color me surprised. Okay, now is it going to take away my curved wall? It did. I knew it was going to do that. Okay. There are wall assets and pillar assets. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are the wall assets that I'm using here. And this is where I found this curved wall. The problem is because this wall is technically an object, so I have to have a room there in order for that wall to be placed. And that's what I'm trying to figure out is how can I keep that wall there without the room being there, but I don't think I can do it. So with those limitations there, what I'm thinking is maybe I just go into Photoshop and just erase those tiles there, which really kind of sucks to have to do that, but I'm not sure of any other way around that. Which, honestly, even these walls, if I were to use these walls here, well, these are walls, these aren't objects, where this curved wall is an object. Okay, boys and girls, let's try something here. Okay, so these walls, though, I think I still need a room to place them. Yeah, I still need a room to place them, so even that's not doing me much good there. Well, you know what? The thing is, though, is that technically the player characters don't even see that curved wall. So, after spending all this time messing with this, I think what I'm going to do is really not even worry about it. I think I'm just going to... It would have looked cool for DMs running this, but it's really not all that necessary. So I think for the time being, I'm just going to remove all this. Just leave this hallway here, leave this like this. And then, if you're running this adventure, you can just tell the player characters that, what am I trying to say? That, that it rotates and it turns, and just tell them, where they're at. So let's go ahead and get rid of this right here. Okay, so we're back here. One thing I noticed is I haven't changed my floors here. So I'm going to go ahead and change my floors. I love this floor tile here. This is awesome. Oh, I can keep going. Okay. Yeah, we did. It would have been awesome if it would have worked. And I think, Jolin, what was really stopping it was the fact that you have to, for objects and for walls, you have to have a room there. And that's just part of the problem. And so, like, if you're looking at the map, I'm going to assume that, like, where those arrows are on the blue and white map, that those are just, like solid stone, is what I'm assuming that is. So it would have been cool, but it's okay. It's you got to work with what you got. And Dungeon Alchemist is been out for, out for public release, less than, I think, 6 months. So for what it can do for the time it's been out, it's not bad. You just got to work. Every program has limitations, and you just have to work with those limitations, and it's okay. It's okay. All right, so I think I want to come back up here so I can finish this quadrant up here, because there's supposed to be a diagonal passage here, but you can't do diagonal passageways in Dungeon Alchemist yet. So, yep, absolutely, you're right. So we're just going to go ahead and fix this here. So there is a passageway right here, and we're going to go with hallway again. And it looks like there is a, what is that? 2 by 1, which in Dungeon Alchemist terms, because these are 5 feet squares, again is going to be a 4 by 2. Do our handy little trick, doing the half walls to get rid of the windows. Let's go back to this. There we go. Now, here's the interesting part. If you look at the map, it's actually 17 near the top left. That's supposed to be a secret door there. So this door definitely needs to go away. Now, the only secret door, let me change these floors real quick. The only secret door that I'm aware of in Dungeon Alchemist is the bookcase looking one, unless there's another one. But that's the only one I'm aware of. But it's so cool looking, I just want to show it for the time being. I'm probably not going to use it, but I think it's cool. I think it's actually in, shoot, was it in objects? Or was it in walls? Or was it in doors? Yeah, maybe it was indoors. Yeah, here it is. So here is the bookcase, and the animation is pretty clear. So you just put this here, and then, check this out. When you click on it, you open it up, and it rotates, and boom, there's a secret door. Now, if it was just something more fitting for an ancient underground pyramid, that would be cool. But we're going to erase it for the time being, and then when I run this adventure, at some point, since I use Fantasy Grounds, I'll just have the line of sight occluders in here, and you can just have it, it's just an occluder. You can click on it, you can toggle it, it opens up, and then the players can go through. Even though the image looks like there's a wall there, but the occluders allow the tokens to go through. Okay. So we need to draw below that, on the blue and white map, 4 by 4, which means it's going to be, or a 2 by 2 rather, which means it's going to be a 4 by 4 for our purposes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's again do our half wall, and then go back to our ancient wall, and then this door needs to go away. This door needs to go away, but there is supposed to be a door here I'm going to put in just a bit. We're going to put our floors in. And let's take a look here. So the door is actually supposed to be. I'm going to go back and use my old door that I like, and I'm going to put it right. Oh, let me select it first. I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so there we go. And, well, since this is supposed to be a secret little room, let's just go ahead and see what's supposed to be in here. That looks like number 18. Secret room. This room looks empty except for a large wicker basket in the middle of the room. Ooh. And, alright. And in the basket is supposed to be 2 pit vipers. Now, this is the cool thing about D&D back in the 80s. And this is what was so awesome, is D&D today is much more forgiving than D&D back in the 80s. Because if anybody on the stream, I know Ben, we play D&D together. But if you play D&D and your character gets poisoned, you have to make what's called a saving throw. And it's a very minor effect if you get poisoned in D&D today. Back in the 80s, when I first started playing D&D, if you got bit by a snake or something, got poisoned, if you didn't make your saving throw, you just died. That was it. You just died. There was no, like, effect, or you lost hit points, or you had a penalty to attack rolls or ability checks or anything. You just outright died. It was pretty unforgiving. Alright, so there's supposed to be a large wicker basket in here, which I know Dungeon Alchemist has, except I need to spell basket, not bake it. So that looks like a large wicker basket. Let's put that bad boy right there. And let's see how large. Yeah, Ben, no. Back in the 80s, there was no advantage. That was an old joke with Ben when we used to play D&D together. Every time I'd ask him to make a roll, he would always say, with advantage? No, Ben, not with advantage. There's no advantage. Especially not in 80s D&D. Now, what do you guys think? Let me get your opinion here. Does that look like somebody coming in the wall would actually be surprised by 2 pit vipers in that basket? Number one, if you walk into a room and all you see in there is a basket, and especially in an ancient underground pyramid, that should be clue number one. You probably don't need to be going anywhere near that basket. So let's take this out and let's put a lower basket in, like this. Does this actually look like somebody would be surprised by 2 pit viper snakes being in that basket? I mean, when they made these adventures back in the 80s, they must have thought that D&D players were really, really dumb. Because any DM who tells me, okay, you walk into this empty room in this ancient underground pyramid, and there's a basket lying in the center of the room, the last thing I'm going to do is go anywhere near that basket. Alright, so that, the description says that's all that's in. It literally says the room looks empty except for a large wicker basket in the middle of the room. And I want to know who left this room that is 5, 10, 15, 20 by 20, and all they did was leave a wicker basket in there. Okay, let's flip back over to our map. And, okay, well this is interesting. So, this passageway that's supposed to be diagonal, it comes down here, it needs to pass by this room here because there's supposed to be a secret door that comes off of it. And, oh, I see. Now that I'm looking at this, that's not just 4 directions in that circular room. There's like 8 different directions in there. There's like, yep, it's like all 8 compass points. I see. I'd forgotten about that. Okay. Alright. So that means that if the circular room is here, the passageway needs to stop about right here. So I think this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it a... Let's do this. And then let's do this, and then let me add this here. And then, maybe, I'm thinking, Let me first of all change this and get rid of the windows. Let's get rid of that door for the time being. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put another room here. Let's see if this will actually work. And I'm going to... Did it put a window in there? No, but I need to change the walls. Okay. Then I'm going to... Nope, come back. I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of these doors. Get rid of these doors. And... get rid of this wall. Let's go back to my walls here. Let's grab this. No, that's right. It needs to be the object one because it needs to be circular. Is that right? Am I thinking right? Did I have my circular walls here? I think that's where they were. Not circular. Standalone walls. That's what I'm thinking of. Trying to see if that could work. Where were my standalone walls at? That's plaster. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at this. Is that right? Yep. And then I'm going to... It's going to put other walls on there for me to get rid of. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, good. And then... Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like that. Okay, and so then, since I can't make diagonal passageways, what I'll do then is... There's supposed to be... I gotta be careful. There's supposed to be another room. Big room there. Maybe I'll just do it like this. Hopefully I stay out of the way of that. Of the big room that's supposed to be right here. Guess we'll find out. Okay, and let's get rid of that door. Now this is interesting. Here's what I love about Dungeon Alchemist. So look, if I click on the door here, I actually have to do 2 steps. Click on the door and then do this, right? But if I click on the walls, check this out, and I'm getting rid of walls, if I come over and click on the door, oh, I see, because it doesn't put the wall there. Duh, that's why. There was a method to their madness. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put my ancient temple floors in. And then I think I'm going to do some reshaping here. I think I'm going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to get rid of these walls here. Okay. Looks kind of funky. Yeah, but it is what it is. So, I kind of like it. Alright, so then we have this room here. And that looks like it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay. 5 by 4, which is a 10 by 8. Okay. Okay, a 5 by 4, which is a 10 by 8. No. Yeah, 10 by 8. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oop, I'm in the way. Alright, we're just going to move it down a little bit. Maybe. Knew I should have drawn that room first before I started messing around up here. Dang it. Alright, let's try this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and then it's 1, make sure I got this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Yep, it is. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's right. Okay, let's just fill this in. There we go. Let me get rid of my windows. Oops, select the half wall postal. And let's go back up here. Let's get rid of my door there. Door there is fine. So then I still have the problem of this passageway here. So I guess I want to do this all at one time. So I'm going to get rid of this. Let's just go to here. Okay, and then go here. Yep, that worked. Okay. Still looks kind of funky, but it works. Oh, gotta do my walls first. Okay, there we go. I love how Dungeon Alchemist just picks random places to put doors. I'm sure there's probably a method to their algorithm, but... Okay, and let's put my floors back in here. Yep, even you over here. We can do that. There we go. Okay. Alright, so almost time for the end of the stream, so I'm going to do just a little bit more here, and then we'll be wrapping up. I do appreciate everybody who did log on. I think the most I had tonight was 6 people, but that's okay. You know, like I said last week, you have to start somewhere, so it's alright. So, let's continue with this one, and... Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Jolyn. That bothers me the most right now. My door always facing the border. Yep. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if there's a method to the algorithm for Dungeon Alchemist, but it's weird how they where they put doors in sometimes. You know, once they get like I'm thinking a year from now, once they have a lot of the things in place that they've been talking about doing, this will be such a fantastic program to use. And it is so great, I mean, for non-artists like me, to use programs like this, because they spark ideas. When I have the AI going and I see what, the AI puts in, it sparks ideas for me. I can't be like Musical Rogues Maps, who I think is still on here, but she uses Incarnate, and the maps that she and her folks use of BBS Productions is just amazing what they can do. I just wish I had the talent and the imagination that they did, but unfortunately I don't, which is why I have to use programs like Dungeon Alchemist. Alright, so let's look at this passageway right below here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it looks like, which is going to be 2 by 12. And I'm talking about the passageway right down here, and it's going to be a 2 by 12. So Let's zoom in here a little bit. Make sure I got this. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Huh, it's actually right. I looked at the blue and white map. I'm consistently surprising myself. I'm going to do things a little bit backwards and do my floors first. And then let's go to the half wall. Half wall. There we go. And put my temple walls back in. Oh, let's select them first. And I don't know if that's where that door is supposed to be, but I can move it. Let's put it right there. That looks good. And then there actually is not supposed to be a door here. Now what's interesting is I see a little dividing line there. And that little passageway is number 19. So I'm going to... Interesting. So gentlemen just said, thinking of trying to design a board game map with this program and see where it takes me. That would be interesting. I think it could work if you plan it out well enough. Put it on, design it on paper maybe. I think that could work. All right. So yeah, at the end of, hang on, let me flip back over a second and show you guys. At the end of, I'm going to put another passageway right here, but at the end of this one, there's a wall here. And so I'm looking at the description, and it says that at the end of this short corridor is an 8-foot tall bronze statue of a winged child with 2 snakes twined around its body. It holds a wand in one hand and a handful of coins in the other. The statue looks firmly connected to the wall. Okay, the statue's hollow, hides a shifted wall. If the wand is pulled left, the wall shifts westward to the end of the hall. It will block the last 10 section of the hall. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So, alright. So there's a statue there, and then what happens is it's holding a wand, and then you're supposed to be able to move the wand, and it shifts the wall, is what's supposed to happen. So, what I'm going to do instead, I'm still going to put a statue there, but obviously I don't have a statue that they mentioned in this module, is maybe I'll mirror what I did up here with this passageway. And if that's the case, then it needs to be... No, it could still work. I'm just going to... It's going to be a little slightly off, but I think it'll still work. But it actually needs to be down a little bit. But that's okay. I'm going to work with it. So, yeah, now there's 2 squares difference here, only 1 square difference there. But I think I'm going to roll with it. I'm not too worried about it. So, let's do that, let's do that. And, I mean, you're looking at this, I mean, technically, if this was rotating, there's no way it'd make it past there. None at all. So, now that I'm looking at it, nothing says I can't shorten it. Do need to get rid of that door, though. Nothing says I can't shorten it. So what if I shortened it to be like this and then this? Nope, that's not right. Okay, I'm just trying to mirror what I have here. Okay, so that, oh, get out of there. Okay, so go over to, okay, there would be 3. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. Okay, got it. Okay, I just had to look at it for a little bit. Okay. There we go. I finally got it. That was taking me a bit. Okay. Um, so I got it to mirror what was up there. So now it kind of looks like if it was rotating that it would fit there. Maybe. Um, all right. I think this is where I'm going to end for the night. Let me go ahead and get this wall in here. And then get rid of these doors. And this is probably where I'll pick up next time. And it does say there's a statue in there. So let's go ahead and put a statue here. And okay, before I sign off, so we'll go ahead and put a statue. Let's see what kind of statues we have. Oh, a little demon statue. Let's put that in. Let's make sure it's not hitting the wall. There we go. Now see, this looks like something that would be in an ancient underground pyramid, right? Am I right? I'm right. You guys can just say I'm right. I know I'm right. Okay. So let's go ahead and save that. And yeah, it is 9:01 my time. So hey guys, sorry about the problems with me getting on earlier. I realized that when I go to do these streams, I'm not going to schedule them anymore in advance on YouTube, because the only way that I can tell to keep it from going public at the time I schedule it is to make it private, and that completely screwed everything up tonight. So I apologize if you were trying to get on earlier and it didn't work. I know for next time not to make my live streams private or unlisted, just to make them public. And I shouldn't have any more problems moving forward. So I did start about 30 minutes late tonight, and I do apologize. But do want to thank you for those of you who hung in and watched me as I was working on this. This is a cool program. I'm learning more every time I use it, and in future live streams, I'm probably going to dive into programs like Dungeon Fog and Incarnate and do some live streams on those as well. So thanks again for watching. I will send out a notification when I'm going to do my next live stream, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Take care.